أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Back to Ayah 12. وسخر لكم الليل والنهار والشمس والقمر والنجوم مسخرات بأمره إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he say, I created for you day and night. And I wanna ask myself, honestly, how many of us feel the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of night? Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وهو الذي جعل الليل لباسا والنهار معاشا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created night for us to rest and the day for us to work. Lots of things. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran, one of the beautiful things about the Quran, that the ayat explain itself. One of the beautiful things, you just look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describe the miracle of الليل والنهار, the day and night. الله سبحانه وتعالى إن في اختلاف الليل والنهار وآيات لآيات لأولي الألباب. الله سبحانه وتعالى يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل. I want you to ask yourself, look at the beauty, the لطف. Allah سبحانه اللطيف, the subtle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change day to night and night to day. How easy, how gradual this thing is. We do not think about this. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have day and night like a switch, okay? يولج الليل في النهار. The night come on the day, insert in it, you do not feel anything, just a beautiful thing. And also يولج الليل في النهار means that sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the layl in nahar, which means make the night much longer. It take over from the nahar. And sometimes the day in the summer, the day is much longer, and in the winter the day is much shorter. This is yulij, insert. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he say, think about this. We take things for granted. Sayyid Qutb rahmatullah alayhi, he say العادة, the custom, make you numb. You do not really feel, you do not feel the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. والشمس والقمر والنجوم مسخرات بأمره. والله, if you, one of the scholars talk about النجوم, and he say look at the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in النجوم. النجوم, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah النجم, فلا أقسم مواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم. مش في سورة النجم، في سورة تانية مش فاكر سورة ايه، ها، مش النجم، مش في النجم. anyhow, فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he swear, he did not say فلا أقسم بالنجوم. He say فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم. ها؟ سورة الواقعة. مواقع النجوم is where you see the spot where the nujum is. And the ulama say lots of nujum that we see does not exist anymore. It is only the light, which is billions of years coming to us. So what you see is the station where the najm was. Just to look at the accuracy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when he said, did not say in nujum, he said mawaqi' al-nujum. This is where the najm used to be, okay? And the ulama say in nujum is hidayah. In you know, the Arabs, I mean, this is their GPS, okay? And is jamal, it's decoration. وَزَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحِ. A beautiful thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, this the first sky I decorated for you. Decorated for you. It is a way for us to think. And the ulama say one of the beautiful thing about nujum, wallahi, if you keep looking at nujum without blinking, what happened is you see the nujum is going up, and by default you're going down. You understand? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم. It is a huge قسم. إنه لقرآن كريم. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He say, just like when you look at the stars and you see the stars going up and you going down, it is the same with the Quran. إنه لقسم إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون. It's a beautiful thing that when you really get in the depth of the Quran, you actually understand that you are nothing. And you realize how beautiful, how great, how majestic the Quran is, how majestic Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Okay? So, وَالْقَمَرَ وَالنُّجُومُ مُسَخَّرَاتٍ بِأَمْرِهِ. We have no control over sun and the moon, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala subdued them, make him subservient to us. Think about, without the sun, everyone will die. But the way the sun is, if it's much closer, it's gonna be unbearable. If it's too far, everybody's gonna freeze. تفضل.
Could you state that when you said just as the stars is going up and something's going
if you look at the stars, when the sky is clear, just concentrate on the stars and don't blink. You will feel that the stars is going up, and actually by default when the stars goes up, you feel like going down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He say, just like the phenomena of the nujum when you look at it, it is the same thing with the Quran. إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He say, that's why when the Arabs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swear by stars, they pay attention, because stars mean everything to them. They cannot go anywhere without the stars. This is the GPS. They travel at night, and the stars tell them which direction they go. So He say, the stars will as you look at the stars and the stars go up and you go down, it is the same thing with the Quran. And also, as the stars give you guidance, the Quran give you spiritual guidance. You understand this? So the Quran is just a beautiful thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, I give you all these things. All you need to do, إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون. If you see in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always use أفلا تذكرون. You use that. تذكرون means that I put in your heart, you know me. So when people talk about Allah, all you need is just to remember. You understand this? This is not something that you need to use your head in it. You understand this? I saw you, but I have not seen you for decades. But when I see you, immediately I remember, because this is something, nothing new to me. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever He say أَفَلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ, means that all you need is just to remember, because this is something that you knew before. This is something that you're familiar with.
You know, I would just
تفضل يا مولانا.
يعني في يعني مقولة أنا سمعتها.
تفضل.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. يقال إنه القرآن الكريم is the only book which is invited people to think, to try to investigate the truth of the book itself.
Okay.
But other books, when it does not encourage to think or to
Absolutely.
to research, to do anything.
Yeah.
They thought that when other books they go to ask for something, they said that don't ask.
Don't ask.
Yes. So this is the book which is
Encourage you to think.
challenge
Yeah.
people to try
To challenge it itself.
to say that it's not true.
Of course. Yeah.
So it's no matter of tahaddi.
I had a German guy who embraced Islam, and I asked him, because I am always interested for people who embrace Islam. What really attracts you to Islam? He said the only thing that attracted me to Islam initially, when I read, and the Quran always say, أَفَلَا تَفَكَّرُونَ أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ. I said, how come this book is challenging me to challenge it? Huh? And when you go to any priest, he tell you, no, don't get into that. Don't question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? Don't question. And he say this is something. He say, when I read in the Bible that Lot, he commit sin with his daughter, and I go to ask him, the priest, how come a prophet do something like this with his daughter? He say, are you gonna be judging a prophet? You shut up. That's none of your business. You understand it? He say, the Bible is telling us to take our brains and just throw it in the garbage. But the Quran, in fact, wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, when you have an excellent product, and the product that itself, you don't have to bend over backwards to any consumer. People come to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, I do not want you to believe, to worship me based on ignorance. فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Go know who I am before you come and worship me. This is a huge challenge. And he say when I look at the Quran, throughout the Quran is challenging me to challenge the Quran.
And even the ayah تبت يد أبي لهب وتب. Abu Lahab is the uncle of
yes.
If he wanted to prove that this Quran is not from Allah, he can praise Islam and after that return to Kufr, but he don't praise Islam until he...
There is even more than that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he say, سيقول السفهاء ما ولاهم عن قبلتهم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, المنافقين, when the Muslim moved from Bayt al-Maqdis, go back to Mecca, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell the Muslim in the Quran that these people will say that, and they said it. You know, if you want to challenge the Quran, you say, guys, the Quran says that, don't say it. You understand this? But this is the challenge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is you know when you plan something, you know, if you wanna betray me, in order for this to work, it has to be top secret. I should not really know anything about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the problem with people, there is nothing secret to Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, khatama ala qulubihim. They sealed their heart. So this is a beautiful thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He say, all I want you to think. Use your head, and your head will actually take you to me. Okay?
You know, speaking of this Sakhara lakum, I was just watching this program. You know, when the astronauts go around the Earth.
Yes.
Okay, when they're facing the sunny side.
Yeah.
The temperature that they're on their jackets, you know, is 250 degrees Celsius plus. And when they're on the shady side, it's minus 250 degrees Celsius. Now, Sakhara, look at Allah's ni'mah. If we had on Earth, daytime 250 degrees Celsius, and nighttime minus 250. You know? So that's just one.
We're gonna be roasted in the day during the day and the freeze at night.
It's amazing how, like you mentioned, in the Injil and the Bible mentions, I think you mentioned Sayyidina that he was with his daughter. So it seems that the Christians, their minds is tainted. You know, like all these, you know, this guy's with his daughter. This man drank all day alcohol. You know, like it's just. It surprises me so much that like people. I mean, that's why I think they look at Islam like, oh, it's another religion.
In the Old Testament, Dawood alayhi salam fight Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he won. I just want to understand, how can you swallow garbage like this? But this is the way it is. But the theory is, you do not. You know this guy Swaggart?
Yeah,
Everybody remembers Swaggart.
Yeah.
You remember Jimmy Swaggart and what he did? The lowest of the low. Huh? And when they caught him, he stood in his church and he cried and he said, God, I sinned in you. That's all he did that. Everybody in the church was crying, weeping, and they stood up and they say, we forgive you. And he started getting like $10 million a day or something like this. It is unbelievable. I had an argument with a guy that used to work with me, and when he told me that Lut and Nuh, they commit zina with their daughter, I said, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask, if you hear that the Pope commit zina with somebody, can you swallow this? He said, no. I said, how can you accept this from a prophet? And the Pope, huh? Forget about the Pope. If somebody that you respect and you hear that he did this, this is acceptable? Huh? If you see your father doing this, is this acceptable? How can you accept it? But this is the problem. When you just follow, and the Quran condemned that, you cannot follow on blind faith. You have to understand what you believe in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, I do not want you to worship me based on ignorance. Because when you worship Allah based on ignorance, anybody can come and play with your head because you're not grounded in knowledge. You know, anybody, if you sit down now with atheists, if you do not have the knowledge, they can confuse the hell out of you. You understand this? So you have to have knowledge. Otherwise, it is like somebody is standing in the wind, you know, a hurricane. You're not gonna stand that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, I want you. This is wallah, the first thing. When the Prophet ﷺ captured people in the battle of Badr, you know what was the ransom?
Reading and writing.
The ransom is to teach the kids how to read and write. The first word that Allah revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Iqra. We don't read. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swear by the pen. Noon wal qalam wa ma yasturun. This is when we used to read and think and innovate, we ruled the whole world. You know, algebra, chemistry, the first people who drew maps, everything was Arabs, everything was Muslims. When we understand our deen, but now everything we believe in hasad, we believe in the evil eye, and we believe in all kinds of garbage, and we are where we are. Ahsan Allahu alaykum. We're gonna stop right here, and then we'll open it for discussion and stuff like this, inshallah.
It's amazing.